Let's do it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Saturday stream. I am Alex Florez, aka Kamasazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by the living legend Lucas is right. How you doing, Lucas?
I'm amazing today, Alex. How are you? Anything going on?
Just a few things. Just a few things. So some of you watching now may have been with us on the Wizzyverse stream last night. We've got a special Discord thing going on there, where if you want to join the future of Wizzy the Blue, Wizzy the Orange,
future.
Wizzy the Purple, Wizzy the Golden, Wizzy the Black, Wizzy the Green, Santa Wizzy, and Wizzy de los Muertos, then you should go head over to that Discord. Actually, do I have an invite code for that?
If you do, make sure it's one of those ones that doesn't expire.
So it expired on purpose yesterday because there was a special alpha channel.
Oh,
Right now
that's
we've got a
right.
special beta channel, and let's see here. We're
PM
gonna
Black Box.
Yeah, I know. It's because I clicked on Discord and it does the thing.
The thing.
So
Oh, Discord.
this one, so it is actually gonna expire because we're closing the beta today after the stream, and
Oh.
the Discord's gonna be locked off. So you want to join today. Um, it'll open up again, but like in a week probably.
Okay.
So we're gonna copy this link.
That's that exclusivity club right there. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I can talk, I promise.
There we go. Lucas is back.
I'm
All right.
back.
So here's the link to Discord. If you want to join that. Oh, Huddle, what you doing there? All these links, all these invite links are going to disappear after the stream today. They're just gonna, because I can delete them because I have the power. So no invites will be able to be made after the stream today. And at that point, everybody who's currently in will get a special beta role. So there are people who are in for the first 6 hours or so have a special alpha role. So we have an alpha channel for them where they get special sneak peeks of stuff, and we'll do special things for them. And then everybody who's in now at the end of stream will have the beta role, and you're early access. You're the OGs. You're gonna be there from the start, and then once we open, it'll be open, indefinitely. So, go ahead and pop into that. Also, in about 6 minutes, Wizzy the Black is gonna go on sale. It's 200 sand. Technically, okay, it's 210 sand because there's a sand tax. I did say 200 sand. If this is your first time with a Sandbox sale, all Sandbox assets that sell on the marketplace get a 5% surcharge, which goes into the Sandbox Foundation, which helps pays for programs like the Game Maker Fund, and the ability for the Sandbox to, for the foreseeable future, fund programs that help artists and creators do cool stuff. So that's what that extra 10 sand is there. If you moved only 200 sand, I do apologize. I forgot to mention that last night. Yesterday was a marathon for me. All of this past week's been, all of this month's been a marathon. It's been a wild ride because we are getting ready to launch the Wizzy 10K Avatar project in June, hopefully. If I can get everything done that I need to. I have a lot to do still. I'm like just getting started with the Wizzy Avatar stuff. There's a lot to do. So this is Wizzy the Black. He is a armored wizard, and I don't know.
I
He's
like
pretty cool.
that.
He also had a decent roll. He's got 45 defense and 21 magic out of his 2 defense and 1 magic gems. He's epic. So yeah, I feel that's a pretty decent roll. The wings were like the last idea. Actually, no, the dagger on the back was the last idea. The dagger on the
I like
pouch.
the wings.
But yeah, the wings. I felt like, because I made this all and I kind of tested him out, and I'm like, the hat just needed something. The
Mm-hmm,
hat
mm-hmm.
was too plain with how cool his armor looks. And I was like, you know what? He needs some 1920s Art Nouveau helmet wings going on.
That you knocked it out of the park. They got that Nike vibe.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
Hermes
Hermes.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really, I'm digging it.
So that sale starts in 3 minutes with the half hour. 175 of these are up for sale. Now, if you are interested in buying an avatar and you already have a Wizzy item and you don't feel like don't buy Wizzy the Black if you feel like you need to save money for the avatars and you already have a Wizzy item.
Mm.
Buy Wizzy the Black if you don't have a Wizzy item yet and want to get into the pre-sale. And buy Wizzy the Black if you're interested in having him as an NPC to build your own games. But if you already have Wizzy items, you are already in the whitelist for the pre-sale. So don't stress out that you have to get Wizzy the Black or that you need to break your budget to get Wizzy the Black and an avatar. I think you will have more fun getting an avatar than getting Wizzy the Black, and I would rather you save your money for an avatar if it's going to be tight for you. So the avatars, I did, what was it, a 5-hour stream last night in the Discord.
Something like that.
It was really long. um, so there is a video link for that, which we'll be sharing into the beta chat after the stream. So you can rewatch Joe and I go through everything. So I went through the details of the pre-mint and what assets get you what, for roles and things like that. I went through all the info with that. How many assets are, or how many avatars are pre-allocated for the pre-sale and things like that. Then Joe and I went through the whole white paper, which is 15 pages long. um, it is a very dense document of a lot of plans that we have going for the next 2 years. So we've got plans through 2025 that we're talking about now. We've actually got plans going. We've got other plans that are in the white paper. There's things that go past that, but the white paper covers our plans up to 2025, including a detailed budget of what's going to happen to funds from the Avatar Mint. So the pre-sale price is 500 sand for the first 24 hours. That is for people who have Wizzy items and are on that list. And after the first 24 hours, they go for 600 sand. That is on ETH mainnet. There will be gas fees, but we hope that doing a pre-sale like this means that you're not going to be fighting with other people for gas. We're doing everything we can to make sure that it's not over allocated, so that way if you're on the whitelist, you are definitely guaranteed to get one, and you're not going to have to fight a gas war. But it is going to be on ETH mainnet. ETH, I love Polygon. We talked about this on stream before. We love Polygon, but there is an issue with perception. ETH has more prestige. It's taken more seriously.
Yeah.
And if an item gets transferred or airdropped on Polygon, it's hidden from your main OpenSea wallet. So that's kind of it's not a great situation for Polygon users there. So we would love to have these things on Polygon. I would much rather save everybody gas fees and work in, frankly, what I think is a better system. But just ETH is going to have more attraction, I think, for the project. Nowhere said, got the first one and I'm out. Bless. All right. Nowhere's already got his Wizzy the Black. It sounds like the sale is going live. Yeah, we're 1 minute in. Yeah. Yeah. This number's gonna change quickly, faster than the dashboard can update probably, but it is live. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Get
again.
it.
So where was I going? Oh, so 500 sand for the first 24 hours. People who buy in the first 48 hours are going to get a special background added to their avatar. So like if you've seen the Snoop avatars or the Care Bears avatars, they've got kind of an environment that they dance in. We're gonna plan stuff uh, similar to that, and people who buy in the first 48 hours are going to get special ones. So uh, we've got a ton of plans. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Please join the Discord if you can. We're going to be sharing the white paper and everything else that we shared last night with people again in there, and you can get all the details. We're also running an ambassador program where people who have at least 5 different Wizzy items can apply for an ambassador role. People in the ambassador program, it's kind of like a referral program. So when people mint, they'll be able to select your name as an ambassador and say, "Hey, this is the person I heard about the Wizzy project from," and the all the ambassadors will get special perks, but whoever is getting the most referrals will actually get to claim one of the top tier hats, which currently is just Wizzy the Blue's Undying hat and Wizzy the Purple's Overpowered hat. Those are the ones that have sold for like 5 and 6 ETH each.
Oh, dang.
I've got 4 more planned, which is also laid out in one of those documents, which is Wizzy the Green's Overgrown hat, Wizzy the Black's Benighted hat, Wizzy the uh, Wizzy the Orange's Reminted hat, I believe, and Wizzy the Golden's Transcendent hat. And those names are not set in stone. They're not minted yet. They're not created yet, but I've got ideas for them. And these are going to be those like 10 copies only legendary hats that will list for a high amount. So whoever of the ambassadors is getting the most referrals during the mint will actually get to pick which one of those they want. And if they pick one that hasn't been made yet, that might prompt me to make it at that point. So, yeah, it's I want to do something special because our community is great. The people who have been helping us are and pumping us up for the past 3 years are great. So I want to give back to them. So we've got tons and tons of plans. Hang out in the Discord, get to know everybody, and learn about what we're doing because there's a lot. It's hard for me to like explain it all because there's just so many things, and I'm like a cat looking at like 50 laser pointers at the same time. So anyway, Wizzy the Black. Let's see how that sale is going. Well, Sandbox not telling me, but we can go look at OpenSea. The dashboard, I love the dashboard, but sometimes it doesn't update super duper fast when you've got a live sale going on. But people are saying that they've already bought, so let's see. Oh, we've already got 9 owners. Sweet. Codazine, Vivox, Escape Room Artist. So a few of these are we did a special thing last night. So people hung out extra long as I worked on this on the stream, and I let them in on a little pre-sale. They're paying the same price of 200 sand, but they have special listings. So there's like I think about 10 or 12 people
Oh, nice.
who signed up to have like a reserved listing of one for 24 hours. So
I like it.
few people have bought theirs already. So that sale is going on. And let's see. What are we gonna do on stream today? Because
Ooh,
I don't feel like talking
I have a
about Wizzy.
request. I have a request.
Lucas got a request. What's up, Lucas?
Okay, so our friend Iratos put together a game for the Aoki Game Jam, and I would like for us to give that a run through.
Sure. Let's go check it out.
Aoki Game Jam. The name is Techno Minds. I'm dropping it into the restream chat right now.
Okay. No H.
There we go. This is what he sent me earlier. It might be techno with an H, and it was a misspelling, but this is what he sent me about a half an hour ago.
Let's try with an H because I'm not seeing it.
Right now, it's currently on page 2.
Oh, Mind, M-I-N-D. S. And no H. There it is. All right, let's check this out. And Aoki Game Jam Forever Oasis. Lucas, if you could write that down.
Also, Roxy Miguel, we would love to play your game. We can add it to the list. It might be a little down on the list right now because we do have a few ahead of you, but if we don't get to it today, that doesn't mean we can't get to it later.
Gee Whiz said, just got ours. Full Grail set restored. There you go. So, yeah, the Wizzy the Black is the completion of the circle of 6 Wizzies. So, there's 6 Wizzies in the High Council, and then we've got the 2 Holiday Wizzies. So, yes, the Wizzy NPC set is now complete. We are hoping to do special roles on Discord for people who have a complete set. Maybe do something special for them, but Collabland on Discord doesn't have a way to do that effectively. There is a way to set it up, and it's dumb. So I'm talking to the guy who helped set up our Discord, and he's looking into a way to get that working. So we'll see about that. But here we are in this. I'm gonna turn up the sound a little bit. All right, these things are cute. What is it? They say beat.
One second. Did you see Roxy Miguel, the message they sent, the name for their game jam? It is absolutely beautiful and priceless.
Roxy Miguel, Steve Aoki. This is definitely not a Steve Aoki game due to copyright issues. Oh no. Be funny if that one won.
Roxy.
No, wait, then I have to get on a call with Steve Aoki and explain to him why the game's called that.
You know what, Roxy? Tipping my hat to you, friend. That is. Whew.
I calculate the volume control, some kind of cubes on the top. Okay. So we've got an interesting like rainbow cloud going on. I'm guessing I have to get up on top of this thing. Can we climb this? Oh, we can. There's a nice little bit of environmental storytelling, showing somebody climbing something, being like, "Oh, this is climbable." All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got some volume sliders. Oh, is this thing telling us where to go? Or is it just a decoration flying through?
I don't know, but it's beautiful.
Playing Aperture. I have a feeling that's a song that I wrote. Switch to change the music. Turn the vinyl off. Off, on. Okay, we turned it on. Cool. Hey, there we go. Got some tunes going now. Okay, where's Steve though? We got to go talk to somebody.
We got a question from Flipio Crypto over on YouTube. They said, "Hey guys, just wondering if we know the time frame for when the entire sandbox map will be filled and all land sold." Alex, do you know when the last land sale is slated for?
I don't know if we've actually gotten that far. I mean, I'm sure somebody's done an estimate. But I don't know that we actually have like a specific map for that. Because I think there's still planning that goes on for each sale to go like, oh, hey, we're gonna do this, and as we have other partnerships and stuff materialize, we make adjustments for like exactly how that plan's going to work out.
Apparently, you're going to need to exit the game and then log back in. There's a Game Maker bug around the askers, and Iratos is saying you need to re-enter the game to actually do what you need to do.
I was wondering, like, there's not a lot of direction there. All right, so we're gonna. Do I need to log all the way out of the Game Maker, or can I just restart the experience?
I think you just need to restart the experience.
Okay. I have an idea. So I haven't tried this out. I have an idea for a tutorial on how to make music that changes based on what you're doing, but that doesn't cut into the track. So it like ends it more smoothly.
What do you mean?
So like if you okay, here we go. You got the asker occurred. So the if you just start a new track in the middle of another track, it can often be kind of jarring. It's just like music stop, other music start, and it's not going to line up to a beat or like a measure of the song. So I have an idea that would kind of like a music system where we can put a message that plays at the end of a track, and that message would kind of ask if it should transition to another song. So song clip ends and goes, hey, do we start the next track? And if a behavior is turned on, then it will play the next track. But if that behavior is not toggled on yet, it'll just loop back the old track again. And I think it would be pretty simple to set up, but I haven't tried it yet. It's just like an idea that popped into my head as like before you said, hey, there's games to play. I was like, maybe we'll do this.
Do you maybe want to work on that on Wednesday?
Maybe. I mean, it's so when does this game jam end? Tomorrow? I think this game jam
21st or 22nd. So it's either tomorrow or the next day. Excuse me.
It is deadline to complete and submit entry is May 21st at 3 p.m. UTC. Something I want to highlight for everybody participating in the game jam. You do need to publish your game to the gallery before this time, and it does get checked because we have to keep it fair for everybody. If you submit after this deadline, it will be disqualified. Now, that should hopefully incentivize you to try to publish at least, at the very minimum, hours before the deadline, because you may have connection issues. There may be last-minute bugs that prevent it publishing. You want to give yourself plenty of time to be done before that. So don't try to get in right on the line, because you may end up actually being after that due to circumstances out of your control. So try to submit as early as you can, just so that way you don't get disqualified for that reason. Also, if there's some bug that you find that you really want to fix, don't republish the game that you've submitted for the game jam, because that's another thing that will disqualify it. Once that deadline gets hit, you need to stop publishing updates to it. However, there is a way to duplicate your game now in the Game Maker. If you go to select your game to edit, there's a duplicate button, and it tends to freeze the Game Maker, but it will duplicate. So you'll click duplicate, you'll put in a new name, make sure that you can tell the difference between them, and make a copy of your game. And it, like I said, it will probably freeze the Game Maker. You'll probably have to force quit and restart the Game Maker, but it does successfully copy it. And you can publish that copied game to the gallery. Just make sure that it's very clearly a different title. And so you'll have one that is your game jam submission, and the other one you can say that, hey, this is a bug fix update for people in the community to play, but is not the one that was submitted to the judges. So that is a perfectly fine situation that we encountered for the parkour game jam. So make sure it's not bigger than my head. It's comparable in size to my head. It's a I think it's a third of a gallon. It's helping me drink more water.
I expect better from you. Next time we talk, I want you to be holding one of those that's a half gallon minimum.
I mean, it's metal, so it's pretty heavy.
I know. Every time you lift it up, you're doing a little bit of work.
I can just fill it up again. If I drink it twice, then it's 2/3 of a gallon. It's more than half gallon.
Your mouth is flawless.
I know. All right. Now, to play the game that we're here for. Consciousness says, welcome, Kamisazi, to Steve's brain. This is the left side of the brain, and we are in charge of the logics. I can tell you more, but we are in trouble. Steve is in a live concert right now. We use that console mixer over there to reach the BPM that he needs for this concert. Got it? For sure. The vinyls and the volume controls activate different parts of the parkour above your head. So always check above you to see what you need to activate or deactivate to reach those numbers that we need. Vinyls and the volume controls activate different parts of the parkour above your head. Okay. Vinyl and volume controls. Remember, the only way to reach those numbers is with the volume control in the vinyls. Oh, and those red cables are safe to climb, but be careful with the blue ones. They are slippery. All right. Aha. So, turn on the console. Turn on those vinyls to start the mixing. Okay, so hit on. And on. So, the on says no. I guess it's just upside down. Okay. Oh, we got two songs playing at the same time. Ooh. Can we, like, are we supposed to synchronize them? Use the console to help you reach the beat. Where's the console? Or is this whole thing called, is the mixing board called the console? I guess we have to, we would switch it to a different track, maybe? Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so we've got 5 on each. Yeah, the animation is really cool to switch between them. I guess we can only do it's a little rough to listen to the two songs at once. But let's see, we're supposed to try to get to the numbers.
Iritos says you need to check the tutorial. Look up.
I'm
not
looking
sure
up
what you're looking up at.
Oh, I see a number 1 next to a number 3 and BPM. Number 1. Ooh. Let's try climbing up. I just want to see what's going on up there.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. Also, you have lightning flowing behind you, and
just because I'm awesome.
I like it. It reminds me of, like, not the new Quicksilver, but the Quicksilver from like X-Men First Class, the one that could go so fast it was like he was moving through time, and he would just have those trails behind him. Oh, that scene when he like saves everybody in the X Mansion.
I just
Like,
watched that today.
that's
not the
such a
whole
good
movie.
scene.
Somebody on Twitter was talking about that scene, and I was like, yeah, this is worth
Really?
watching again. Yeah.
Dude, it's beautiful. It's so well done, and the music is perfect.
Whoop. I know. I fell. Okay.
Also, the fact that he steals people's snacks while he's saving them.
Yes. Like takes care of the goldfish, gets grossed out by the teens making out. Yeah. Definitely. It was just a really fun, well done scene. All right. Okay. So we've got 3 playing here, but we need to be able to get to. Are we trying to get to the 1?
Iritos, if you have any advice, drop it in the chat.
So there's an orange track.
The mixer activates and deactivates on the parkour to reach those numbers. First hint: activate 1 and 4 and turn off the vinyl 1. That sounds complicated.
Does it matter which song we're playing? Probably.
I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this goes now.
Okay, so
it sounds
I did
like they
see
put a lot into this.
I saw that the numbers moved here. So like if I switch. Oh, I gotta line up with it right. So yeah, see the 3 moved. So we want 1 and 4. And you said to turn off the 4 vinyl.
Activate number 1 and number 4 and turn off the vinyl 1.
Okay. This would be vinyl 1. This would be vinyl 2. All right, let's try going up here. But he did say that the song doesn't matter. That would be just like an extra level of complexity a bit too high. Would be cool though. Okay, it looks like I can jump to here now. So we got 1 and 4. So I'm guessing areas with blue blocks are connected to like the number 4, and areas with green blocks are connected with green. Okay, it seems like we activated some elevators by touching this Steve coin. Okay, now this 1 is in our way. But now we have an elevator that can get up here, so I guess we turn off the 1 mixer now? Or we have to turn on 3 to turn off 1. There we go. So now those blocks are gone, but we have got an elevator. Okay, so we're able to get up here. And now those blocks are out of the way. And... Oop! Ah, it's slippery. I was warned. Oh, yeah, we can climb the red. Are we supposed to go over to... Oh, you know, I think I went over to the wrong area first, because we're supposed to be going for the number 1. So let's switch these back. Okay, so this 1 gives us some spots to jump. We activated a Steve logo. Checkpoint activated. Can we grab a cake? It does not seem to... Maybe it's just a distraction. Well, it worked. Okay, so then I think changing the records will change where those are, right? So we're gonna turn that one off and turn on Blender here. Ooh. Okay.
We have a couple people on the stream asking, Alex, is the game lagging for you, or is it just the stream?
Oh, that's right. I forgot I need to lower my resolution. It doesn't lag for me. It's just the video output for the stream. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm just reading what's on the screen. That's Clan Kirsch and...
Should be better now.
Yeah. Other people.
It runs nice and smooth for me while I'm playing, but for whatever reason, I think it's the VFX. It just kind of like fills up the capacity of what my computer can handle. I don't think we can reach that. We're gonna have to. Yep, not quite. It's just a little bit too much for me to be able to stream while also playing the game. There you go. That should help. Yeah, I usually play in 4K, so all the VFX on screen, it's a lot. There we go. Grab the 1. Hey, we got it. We got our first beat.
Yeah.
Ooh, the elevator I missed. When mobile. Well, you know, we're working on it. We got some people who definitely... no! Oh, I got caught by the other elevator. We've got people who can definitely help get us there. I don't think it's any news that I could announce, really, but there's cool stuff happening with that. I think we need another block here. So let's see which one gives it to us. Oh. So I got the 2s, which will get me further over. But I feel like I need something else up there. Oh, maybe that 3 will do it. I have to go on the other path now. I have to go, what, this way? So I did talk to our audio director about the looping, because there's just a little bit of a delay when looping an audio track, and they're looking into how they can improve that. The audio streaming wasn't really designed for like quick little in-game loops, so as much as it was for like full songs. But as we use more audio streaming features, we're probably going to see more need for that. And somehow I missed the token. That one was on me. Definitely. And it's slippery. Good. Oh yeah, I don't even want to go on. Why did I even go on the blue? I need to go on the red. Elevator. Give me that. Thank you. Alright. And, can we get to the next one? Where is the next one? Wait, it says 12 now? Oh, 1 and 2. Good grief. Is there a 3? Or are we going with, like, this is the next one 4, because we're going with, like, quarter notes? I don't see a 4. Oop. Let's do a song that's not quite so short. All right. Now that's. There we go. This one's fun. Okay. BPM and 8. There is a thing blocking the 8 there. I guess that's from the record. So we probably actually need to switch. Right? If we turn that one off, we turn. I don't know that having that one on makes a difference there, but I'm gonna switch some blocks around. Okay, that gives us a 1 there. That's helpful. And a 4. Yep. Okay. Joe's still around. Just he's not. The GMAE show got canceled, so he's actually working on the Wizzyverse stuff with me. He is co-owner in the council with me, co-founder. So we work on doing QA for the Sandbox, and he did most of the writing, basically all the writing. I just did revisions on the white paper, so he's been doing the planning around what our rewards are and stuff for the Wizzy 10K, and whoop, I'm having a hard time jumping over that little blue spot there. 21st, 3 p.m. UTC. It is 3 p.m. UTC. I think it said the 21st. It was the Sunday, right? Whatever Sunday is. It's tomorrow. What's today? 20th? Yeah. So 21st is tomorrow. Yes. So the GMAE show, as far as the Sandbox goes, was canceled, but Joe is still doing the GMAE show on his own stream. So if you follow at the Vision X on Twitch and Twitter, you can learn more about his streams there. So he's doing more stuff than just the Sandbox. He's doing kind of like Metaverse stuff in general. So he gets involved with like Star Atlas and other, Web3 things going on. Hey, we got the 8. All right. Now we need to get the BPM. I think we need some blocks here to reach there. Ooh. Oh, I got stuck. There we go. I wasn't really stuck. I just couldn't tell where I was. All right, we're going to see if this record helps us at all. Oh, nope, that definitely puts stuff in the way, I think. So, like, put a platform under it. And I feel like I want that, but those ones are kind of in the way. Can I jump over those from where I would climb up? Oh, yeah. No, I think I would. Okay. I'm pretty sure I want those there. So let's try switching some of these sliders. That didn't seem to add anything for us. That 3 looks helpful, though. Pineapple on pizza is delicious. It's not even a controversial statement.
I personally don't like it when fruit and cooked meat are combined in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Yeah.
No pineapple on the shish kebab?
Nope.
No applesauce on a pork chop?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah. I come from a big Greek family too, and so there's like mint on lamb.
Yep.
And I
love
I don't
mint
even
on
like
lamb.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I know who's not getting invited over for Easter.
Me to my parents' house? You're correct.
Tomato's a fruit.
It is. It is. And I know that kind of like contradicts the statement a little bit, but it's a more savory fruit than anything, especially when you mash it up and put it in a sauce. I really don't like it when people put tomato jam on burgers. Yeah.
You mean ketchup?
Instead of ketchup. No, there's ketchup and then there's tomato jam.
I've never heard of tomato jam before.
Yeah, it's a thing, and it is not a thing that I enjoy.
What about onion jam?
I don't think I've ever had that.
It's like caramelized onions, but like done so much that they just turn into like jam, basically.
Okay.
Consciousness says, good job. Now that we reach those perfect beats, it's time to use the right side of the brain. Enter that bright door on the corner to reach the other side. Whee! Welcome to the right side, the Playhouse. Here we need lots of new song ideas, and only Steve's creativity can give it to us. Everything square here is pickable. Use your creativity and bring those song ideas to us. Good luck. Okay. So this looks like a bin full of Legos. I already like that. It looks like we've got some steps to climb up here. But we need to get higher, I guess? up to there. So can we grab these? Yeah, cool. You can build some stairs. Should show this to one of my coworkers. She was asking about how people could like build their own spaces, and it's like this. It's also kind of easy to break your own space because everything stays pickable. I guess you could. No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking if we could lock components the way we can lock behaviors, you could turn off the pickable component. That would be cool. To be like, hey, we built this thing and now we want to be able to not move it anymore. Creativity lost. Let's party with the Aoki song. Okay. So that only gets us so far. Can we, like, build our own parkour? Oh, these have... This one has physics on it. The blue one doesn't, though. Okay, the singular blocks, except for some of them. Okay, so I would make a color distinction between blocks that have physics and blocks that don't. Because it's not that hard to figure out, but it could make it more difficult to find the blocks that you want to move. Is this a door? Hey, there we go. Does it not let us put it in the walls? Oh, that's cool. That's a new 0.8 feature. So one of the problems that we kept on encountering in 0.7 is that people would make quest items that were pickable components, and then you could just shove it in a wall and let go, and it would drop to the bottom of the map because it was inside the walls. So now you can't place items in walls, which I think is good. I mean, there's... Oh, hey, you're in here. Steve doesn't know this song yet. New York. That was another idea. So, I mean, there's cool ways that you could use putting items in walls, but I think in general, it's better not being able to do it so that way you don't lose stuff. It's easy. It's a very easy way for people to break a lot of games that some creators might not know effective ways to prevent. So I think it's mostly a good decision to have that capability blocked off. Oh, I didn't mean to take... Oh, no, that's okay. Where's the next one? Oh, way up there. There's 8 of these. Gonna need a longer structure. Is this like a dinosaur? Ah!
Hey, Alex.
What's up?
I've never done this before, but I'm gonna ask that we take a 30-second intermission really quick, and we pause the stream for a second.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go back to our intro screen. We will be right back.
We'll be right.
All right. All right. We are back from our little intermission. Hope you were enjoying that little tune, that little ditty that I made forever ago.
I know I was.
I hope people are not getting sick of the music that I made because
No, not at all.
I have fun with it for a little bit, but I also am like, it's one of those things where you can just kind of hum a tune over and over to yourself and like not get sick of it while the people around you are just like, oh my God, will he stop? So I don't know. I don't know how people feel about it. Everybody said really encouraging things, but I get nervous.
I mean, it's
I don't know if I can
understandable.
put this down anywhere. Can I put it?
You are more of a physical artist, less of a auditory artist.
Yeah,
Visual artist, I should say. So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I love music and I love making music, but it's not a place where I'm like super comfortable with it. Whereas like visual art, I've been making visual art in front of other people for the better part of 30 years. So you know, it doesn't really faze me. People are like, "Oh, don't look at my drawing." And I'm like, "Watch me draw." Okay, the big dinosaur thing is not working out for me. I thought it's like, oh, it'll be a nice big platform for me to place, but it's not working.
Alas, it did not work.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time like picking it back up actually because I end up grabbing the ladder from underneath me. Let's see. Let's grab. Oh, this is a good one. Grab this.
So I was off reading the chat when the dinosaur was first introduced. Did you piece that together, or was that already sitting in the blocks?
No, that was already sitting there.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, were you able to combine multiple blocks into one big item in game? Because if so, I feel like that's a new mechanic.
So I haven't tried this yet, and I've actually been thinking about stuff like that.
Go on.
If you were to not use gravity,
okay,
so use regular collision. Yeah, see, here's another one that's built in the corner. So if you were to use regular collision, and not kickable blocks like these ones here, and you were to make them children of each other, so you know, parent, child, grandchild, great grandchild, all like in a stack. You would be able to move the youngest one by itself, and then move its parent and move both of them, and move its grandparent and move all three of them. So I think that would work, but the problem is that that's not really how we build with like Legos, right? Like you need to be able to snap them and then grab from different parts of them. So you would be able to, I think, I haven't tried it yet, I think you would be able to build a stacking network of blocks, but you would have to interact with them in a specific order to construct with them. Does that make sense? So yeah, you would be able to build something, but it would not be able to grab from like the top and move the whole thing. You would have to always move it from the bottom.
Gotcha.
And I mean that like in a relative sense, not literally the bottom and the top, but just the hierarchy.
Okay.
Actually reversed from the hierarchy.
Not complicated at all.
Not complicated at all. No.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a little bit.
Yeah. You'd only be able to move like the whole group from the highest hierarchy member of the group.
Gotcha. One day we will have the ability to snap things together like Legos, in my personal opinion. This is not something that's backed up by any facts. It's just a hope and a dream.
Well, that's what the voxels are for. That's You know,
exactly.
do it in the modeling, just not in the game. Yeah,
Precisely.
somebody can probably figure out some system that would work, but I feel like it would be maybe more complicated than it's worth. Unless we make some sort of block building mechanic, you know, Minecraft style kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess what you could do is you could have one object that is like the base plate. So if you want to think of it in Lego terms, you got your base plate object, and then all of the movable blocks are children of just that part. So you're really only dealing with one group of objects instead of stacked groups of objects. So each individual block moves independently, and then you have a base plate for all of them.
Okay. I was thinking as you were talking, I was just like, wait a second, what now?
Yeah. So
Got
like,
it,
yeah,
coach.
like building Jenga, but if you put the Jenga on a plate, you can move the plate safely. But moving any of the individual Jenga parts would be catastrophic.
It might be a little chaotic.
Yeah. All right, we got another one. Can we get across? Can we grab the dino from here?
You believe you can grab the dino from here?
I don't think I can grab the dino from that far.
No.
Oh. Ah! Okay. Well, there's more stacks of things to grab. I'm trying to be too efficient sometimes. Like, I don't want to grab any more parts. Use the parts that I have, but no, it's just keep on grabbing more. It's fine. You're chaotic. What? Me? Only a little bit.
Sometimes?
Sometimes when I'm feeling it. Ah. I fell. I think allergies have been getting to me because I right before stream, I like looked in the mirror and I went, "Oh, my eye is bloodshot." And like, I was up kind of late last night, but not that late. I feel like I got enough sleep. And even when I don't get enough sleep, my eyes are not usually bloodshot. So that was weird. And then my eyes right now.
Do we ever really get enough?
Well, you know, so I've been like working in like 20-hour or 30-hour stints, and then oversleeping for like 12 hours. So it kind of evens out. Maybe. You know, evens out in the way that ends with like a heart attack, but
wait, that's not funny. Oh no.
But yeah, no, it's you know, there's just been a lot going on. But yeah, no, I don't think it's sleep. I'm pretty sure it's allergies because my eyes are like really super dry right now. I took some Allegra. I don't like Allegra, Claritin, and what's the other one? They all seem to be like kind of the same thing, and I don't really know what the difference is. Other than brand.
I do not know.
Yeah.
I
that cake.
Can only take. I don't generally take
knocked me
something
off.
by cake.
I got yeeted off the structure by cake for like the 3rd time in a row. Every single time I go up there, the cake knocks me down.
How dare.
It's like the story of my diet. Not Benadryl. Benadryl. I'm talking about like the non-drowsy medications. Benadryl knocks me out. That's like more potent than melatonin. Because melatonin, I can just like, if I don't choose to like go to bed, melatonin like does nothing. I have to be like, I'm gonna take the melatonin.
Oh, yeah,
go to bed. Right. But if I'm like, I'll take the melatonin, I'm gonna watch a movie, and then I'm like, it passes. Like I'll get a little sleepy, and then my brain will be like, but I'm engaged in something. I don't want to sleep. And then the melatonin's like, okay. And then I don't fall asleep. I've actually like worked for like a solid 12 hours after taking melatonin, accidentally. All right. Oh, I wanted to go. I didn't even need to go that way. Good grief. We're gonna put it this way. And then we need some structure to get up there. I can take this one. Not Benadryl. Allegra, Claritin, and there's another one that's in the same class of allergy medications. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I generally don't take allergy medications of any kind. The times that I do, my allergies do go crazy is because I've like force fed it on myself. Like, I'm gonna go clean under the bed where there's dust bunnies the size of lions, and I'm not gonna wear a mask or anything. Or I'm gonna, chop this dead tree down that's full of dust mites and mold, and I'm not gonna wear a mask.
Right.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
The usual.
I had to start. So I used to mow the lawn when I was a teenager at my parents'. Like that was just one of my normal responsibilities to do as a kid. And I, it wasn't fun or anything, but I never like felt sick afterwards. But when we moved to this house, the landlord's like, okay, you got to keep up on the lawn, like, because we're street side and don't want it to like look too scruffy. So just like once every week or two, make sure that it gets mowed. I'm like, okay. And so for our first summer here, I started mowing the lawn, and by the end of it, I was just nose running. I couldn't see because my eyes were tearing up so much. I'm itchy all over. I'm like, what happened? So like after a couple times of doing that, I'm just like, I can't. There's some old guys in the neighborhood who have like riding lawnmowers, and they're like, yeah, we'll mow your lawn for $20 or $30, whatever.
Nice.
And I'm like, yeah, that's a couple times a month. Like it saves me from feeling like I'm dying. Yes, please.
I mean, plus, you're kind of busy.
Zyrtec.
It gives them something to do. It gives you less to do. It's a win-win. I feel like you're doing the neighborhood a favor in that situation.
It's definitely a win-win. So yeah, we have a guy who comes and does it, and then I don't feel like death. And it was always. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Ice Pilot says Alex comes out looking like Will Smith and Hitch.
What? Because I'm making everybody win.
No, Will Smith and Hitch. There's that moment where I think he eats something he's allergic to, and he swells up. Like,
right, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't actually swell up, but yeah, it's about that much fun. I don't go into anaphylactic shock. I just feel I can never hit that blue block. Good grief. I just always feel terrible afterwards. And so what I started doing, and I think this was the breaking point, is I started mowing the lawn like before bed, so that way I could take a full dose of Benadryl and then just it would knock me out. Because no matter what, when I mowed the lawn, my day was done after that. There was no having fun. There was no staying awake. I had to take Benadryl and sleep, or I would just. I mean, I was gonna be miserable anyway, but I'd be more miserable. I'd be miserable and awake. This way, I could be miserable and sleep. So because my day, because my day would effectively be over as soon as I took the Benadryl, I would try to do mowing the lawn as late as possible. And one day the sun set before I was halfway done mowing the lawn, so I was just mowing the lawn in the dark, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I like went to my next door neighbor because he's like, everybody in my community. This is like, it's like an old folks community almost. Like,
nice.
Everybody in the neighborhood is like old enough to be at least my grandparents, if not my great grandparents' age.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all, well, maybe not great grandparents anymore. I'm just thinking my grandmother's like in her 80s, so
Mhm.
but yeah, they're all like retired people and stuff. So he just, has nothing more to do. Wait, why didn't I drop it? Do I have to be standing on the ground to drop it? I feel like I jumped in the air and dropped stuff. Yeah, no, that definitely works. Weird. So my neighbor, he's like, oh, he just takes care of his lawn for fun. That's like what he does. His grass always looks pristine. All the dead leaves are gone. I feel bad because the dead leaves from our lawn blow into his yard, but we don't even have any trees anymore. So, and they're not even our leaves. But he's got a garden and his like swing and stuff. He sits out there with his wife. It's cute. Where the heck is this block to jump on? Oh, I see it now. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get there somehow, one way or another. I feel like brain-wise, the previous challenge was harder, but in actual execution, this one is a lot more difficult, just because of the platforming involved.
Question for you, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a two-part question. First part, are we doing a giveaway today?
Yes, I would actually like to give away.
There you go.
2 Wizzy the Blacks.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now I fell. Okay, this one's not working for me. I need a less big. It's because I'm right up against the wall. I can't actually place this one on the in the air because it runs into the wall, so it doesn't let me drop it. Grab. Maybe this one will work. Moving and watching us right now, like moving to a new home.
They could just mean mowing. They said mowing.
Oh, you're watching us and mowing at the same time?
That's talent. I'm impressed.
I'm a little scared.
Scared
because I know that I would
for them.
No, for them, for the people around them. Don't run over anybody while you're mowing.
I mean, let's be honest, Alex. If somebody's getting run over by a riding mower or a push mower, I kind of feel like that's
little
survival
kid
of the
not
fittest.
paying attention.
Those things don't exactly move
survival
fast.
of the fittest.
I just feel like that shouldn't be a thing that we're worried about. Then again, I'm also not a parent.
They're also typing replies while mowing.
It just means they're a good multitasker, meaning they should have really good reaction speeds. That being said, people are asking when form. And for that, I'm going to say right now. Bam! Okay, so this giveaway form is, as Alex stated, for Wizzy the Black. We are giving away 2 today. So if you have already won and you've stopped filling out the forms because you can no longer win the item that was on the old form, this is the new form. You can win this. Fill this out.
Can I make it? Yeah. Okay, so I think this part of the game would benefit from those elevators. Maybe just to, because if like what happens if I get all the way up here, I interact with this guy, he drops the light bulb, but then I'm not like standing on it and I fall off the side. That would be very upsetting.
See that? It's fair.
Wow. That was easy. Oh no. I was gonna grab the blocks that were next to there when I dropped down, but I missed. All right, I think we can reclaim some of these blocks from the top. Maybe we'll change the song track so that way I don't drive people mad. There you go. What else we got here? There we go. This one's a little dark. It's a little moody. It is for a horror game that I was working on right before I started working for the Sandbox, or right before I joined. Right before I joined the Creator Fund, I should say.
Important distinction.
Yeah, I mean it's still technically working for the Sandbox, but it wasn't. It
in
means
the same realm.
It means it's older.
Yeah.
Although I don't hear it, so for some reason it doesn't seem to be streaming it. That's okay. All right, we got this.
I always like when we do a new giveaway form or a giveaway form for a new item because everybody that's won starts to enter again, and I see it fill up so much faster, and it's fun. It's fun seeing those numbers launch up so quickly. Huddle Hill says, I like it too. And she gave no context to her comment, and I still know exactly what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. There we go. Oh, did I get stuck? There we go. I did get stuck, but I fixed it.
I believe in you.
Ah! I might as well grab another thing to jump on. We got 3 left. We're almost there. Almost got this.
So, what are your overall thoughts on this experience so far?
So,
okay to ask that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So I think it's got some really novel ideas in the way that they're executed. I would say that it's a little too easy for me to skip some of the stuff that might have explained things at the start for me. And that I like mechanically how the first half of the game works. But I think that there could be more effective ways to communicate to the players how they should get from one area to the other. So like I the looking up and seeing is okay, but it can be kind of hard to see what you're supposed to be doing because of other items obscuring things. Um, oh, my shoulder. Um, so maybe if there was something like some different sort of hints, and I'm not sure what the best way to convey that information would be, but
Yeah.
um, I would think about like especially like watching people play test. Do like a no intervention playtest. Like have some people play this and have them like screen record both like their their gameplay and like a camera of their face to like see, like try to get a view into their heads as it's going on. Like what are their thoughts as they play this game? Where are they getting stuck? Where are they struggling? Um and see if you can do that with several people and get a good picture, people who have no other context, um and see like where information could be given more clearly to them. That's a really effective way to know if your pathing and instructions are clear to players. So something like that I would recommend to kind of figure out where the sticking points are, and then try to see what other ways of communication might work. Maybe do some like A/B testing. Granted, this is stuff where like for a game jam you don't have time to do this, and
Yeah.
so would not necessarily be worth it in the context of a game jam. Um, but if you were to do an experience like this for a client or something, taking the time to get feedback from people who go in blind, because that's what the audience of a game is going to be the first time they engage with it. So like now I understand how these mechanics work because I've worked through it, and you don't want to like remove the challenge 100%. There should be some amount of thinking going like, oh, this is a puzzle, I need to figure out how this works. That's totally fine. Oh, was there an invisible wall there? I thought I was going to be able to stand on that. I lost my train of thought because of invisible wall.
They do that.
What was I saying? Um,
You were talking
oh,
about
the difference between difficulty and confusion. So there's puzzles can have a challenge, um, but having confusion be the challenge is not necessarily the way you want to go.
yeah.
Um, so like Sudoku is a very simple setup. I've never looked at a Sudoku and been like confused as how it works because they all work exactly the same way. Um, but there's been the challenge of figuring out the solution to the puzzle. And oh, I see, because there we go. No invisible wall. I fell anyway. Darn it. uh, so Sudoku is challenging because even after you understand the puzzle, there's still stuff to figure out. There's still clues and process to figure out the solution to the puzzle. So like a good example is this part. This part's very clear. Like I understand what my objective is. I understand what my resources are. And I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the end point correctly, using the resources that I have. So that's totally fine. I think I fell again. And I had it. I was right where I wanted to be, but I stepped off the edge too far. So this part is fine as far as the puzzling goes. But the first part is a little complicated and a little confusing. And so you don't want to like give it away with direct instructions of what to do, but you want to make it clear. So maybe having like a tutorial area where you have a simpler version of the puzzle where everything's very clearly laid out, which will give the player kind of more experience in how to solve the puzzle in a smaller area. And then you can kind of upgrade it. So you'll see that like Portal's a great example always of developing puzzle games. The starting area in Portal is very small. Like the very first rooms that you get puzzles in Portal, they're very tiny. And it's not till much later on that you start getting puzzles that are not just large, but even have like areas that are obscured where you can't see the solution just by walking into the space. Did I do it? I got it. Yeah. So having like an area where the players can learn in a more controlled, smaller environment that's has less stuff going on to be distracting will help them learn the process until they get into a bigger area like this.
Get the swing of things.
Yeah. All right, we got one left, way up there. Let me grab one of those.
We will be closing the giveaway form here shortly. Like another minute.
All right.
2 Wizzy the Blacks.
Mm-hmm.
Got like a Black Knight vibe feel going on. Vibe feel? Feel vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a knight, kind of. He's a
There you go.
wizard. He's a wizard, but he's like a warrior wizard. He's a battle mage.
I was going to say a battle mage. So I was thinking of something this morning, and I wanna tickle your cerebellum with this idea here real quick. So we have fleshy wizards that are technomancers. What I think would be a fun idea is a robotic wizard who is a biomancer. So he uses magic to create like biological things as opposed to a biological wizard using magic to create mechanical things.
Okay. Or like a robot that's a necromancer.
Why does it have to be dead? I mean, I like that.
Usually alive people don't like being controlled.
I'm not saying it's gonna control. I'm saying like maybe he grows a bone instead of like creating like out of nowhere like a mechanical sword or a gun. It's like a bone sword. He like grows it. I don't know. It's still an idea.
Well, grows it. That
in the
sounds
work.
like Wolverine kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So like what it, like if the biological printers from Westworld became like alive.
There you go.
Just like start printing people left and right.
Yeah,
it's just a people gun. Just people flying everywhere, ragdolling around.
All I can think of is the dad from Rick and Morty. And it's just like shooting Jerry's out left and right. And they're like, hi, I'm Jerry. Hi, I'm Jerry. Yeah. So anyway, I started blasting. It's always funny. Always funny.
Well, Danny DeVito's usually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I need one more. Ah. Right. Wait, that's a dead end. Ooh. Ah, come on. All right, we got this. Oh, there was a thing right there I could have used. Forget this one. Let me go and get the other one. Ah, it wasn't high enough.
You doing good over there, Alex?
This is a high concentration moment. I'm trying to do this without falling.
Okay. Just making sure.
We're just standing on nothing.
That's terrifying.
Oh wait, no, I need 2 more. I thought I had it. All right. I guess we'll grab this other one here then.
Form is closed. To everybody that entered, best of luck. Thank you for participating. Those winners will be announced shortly.
We're good. It was a little fall. Just a little.
There's a little guy.
Just a little trip. This would be an interesting thing to see people speed run because there's basically an infinite number of combinations of how you could get up these parkour sections. So it'd be interesting to find people figuring out which ones they thought were the fastest and the different strategies that they would use.
I like that a lot, actually, because there are a ton of different pieces. So the way you place them out will absolutely vary the speed at which you can get to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Top Shot Blazers over on Twitch asks question. Any more updates on when the Sandbox will come to console gaming?
There's no ETA currently. It's still on the roadmap. It's still something that we want to do. And I think we're working with the people who can help make that happen. But I don't know when we'll see that. So. Why are we trying to figure out which words are blocked in the chat? Like, why bother?
Let's not do that.
All right, we did it. Was the best party ever thanks to you, Kamisazi. People were jumping, dancing, and that music selection. OMG, you were the best. What do you want to do next?
Are you asking
So
me?
no, the game asks. So it gives you the
Um,
option to play with the blocks more or to end, which is cool. You know, give people that, let them know that they're done, but that they could keep playing with the construction if they wanted to. Because there's a lot of cool possibilities in there. You could do all sorts of stuff with that. All right, so cool. Yeah, I would, you know, if you wanted to kind of remaster this game, I would maybe have kind of a more small tutorial section, and maybe make some of the, because there's like a lot of like twisted things up at the top. It's kind of hard to tell like what the paths are. But like once you realize like switching the sliders is what's moving the blocks around, it's a little bit easier to tell. I would almost like maybe have the blocks be like a moving platform, or have them like trade positions, so that way you can see that they're there, they're just in the wrong spot. So instead of them popping in and out of existence, have them move into the right position. Might make problem solving a little simpler. Um so my eyes are like so super dry and I'm kind of fried from this past week. I would
okay.
love to play more people's games on the stream, but I don't think my brain is going to handle it too well. So once we're ready to announce those winners, let's do that, and I think we'll end the stream there. I did want to try out this idea that I was talking about.
Okay. I'm almost done with this, so you can try out your idea.
Yeah. I don't think it'll take very long for me to figure this out, if it works. Yes, the music idea. All right. So, let's fix the resolution, because there we go. Better. All right. So, we need something that's playing the first track and something that'll play the second track. So, we're going to have audio streaming. It's set to loop, but it's interruptible. And it's going to play on start. Actually, you know what? I don't think the message to finish plays during the loop. So, like, if we say, if we say event end message on finish and we have a loop. Oh, there's a lot more. Oh, this is showing me stuff that other people don't have access to. That's why. So let's go with Blunderbuss because it's nice and short. Just gonna play this event end, and then I know this will do some VFX thing. Firework. Big fire. Do that. Preview. Woo! Stop. Turn on message is going to be event end. And that should be it. Why is it playing multiple times? What the heck?
Got a good question from Pickaxe Master over on Twitch. They said, will the asset spawner cap of 40 in multiplayer be increased in future GM versions, or is this something we should take into consideration for our future games?
Is it an actual cap, or is it just a practical? Oh, the wait, asset spawner cap, or are you talking about? What's the actual question? Are you asking the player cap or the asset spawner cap? So, is my question for that is there an actual cap for assets being spawned in multiplayer? Because that's news to me. Okay, so that doesn't work. Or are you talking about practically when you spawn a bunch of assets, it doesn't work well? Because that's not a cap. That's just a, a resources limitation. There may be a cap. I didn't know that. You can't spawn more than 40 assets before the game maker breaks. So that's not a cap. That's a
Resources.
limitation of either the server or your computer. And there is so much more optimization that's going to be happening. So I don't that's we want things to work well, right? So that doesn't work well at the moment, but we are still in alpha.
I got those winners when you're ready.
All right, who are our winners?
Okay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it just started like shifting around on its own for a second there. It was almost as if by magic. Congratulations goes out to Bragamov over on YouTube and Canther21 over on YouTube. Wow, both YouTube winners today. You too have won Wizzy the Black. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right, so we're going to have this song play. It's going to end. And then this should explode. Cool.
Explode?
Explode. This is fine. So this is just so that way we know that this message fired correctly. We could do literally anything, but we're just making sure that, okay, the song ends here, message fires. Okay, that's good. So the next thing that we want to have happen is when this song ends, this message gets relayed to start the song again. So we are going to have a message broadcaster. Are these all multiplayer? Yeah, that's fine. So message broadcaster. It's going to event start. And it's going to send that when it gets the event end message. So the audio streaming plays the song once through. When the song ends, it sends event end, which will trigger our fire to start. And then the message broadcaster will send the message start out also when it receives event end. And so our song is going to play again when it gets the event start. So it's going to do play message, event start. There we go. So this plays the song, and instead of using the loop, which just keeps it playing over and over, it's going to bounce a message to this message broadcaster, which is going to bounce it back saying restart the song. And we'll have the fire also turn off when we get event end. And that just helps let us know that if we don't hear the music, you know, there's a possibility that the audio streaming breaks for one reason or another. So we're using this visual effect to also tell us that the messages are sending correctly. So song plays, and then when the song ends, it should bounce to this, and then right back to this and play the song again. Okay, so we saw the fire start up for just a second. That means that the message sent successfully, and the song restarted. Now, we're going to murder Wizzy the Black.
Oh my.
We're going to use him in Game Maker. And so if we have killed him, it's going to change. It's going to do a different sort of toggle with the messages. So we're going to toggle. Oh, wait. We did these all on. Yeah, because this is a single player component. So okay, we'll just talk to him. We go from murder to talking. We're going to use multiplayer asker. We're going to interact with him. And he's going to say, should we change the music? And you're going to say, sure. And then no. And A1 and A2. Okay. So A1 is what happens if we say sure. And we're going to add a toggle component. So we're going to turn off this message broadcaster with A1. A2 is not going to do anything because it's just us saying no. And initial state behavior is true. Okay. So when we talk to him, this is actually going to stop the music. So we'll see that the music loops. Okay. Music repeats on the loop. Now when we talk to him, we say sure. And so that's going to disable our little relay here. And now the music's off. Okay. So now, so we could say that conversation would be, he says, do you want to turn off the music? And then just waits till the song is done to turn it off. But what we want to do is we want to have it change to a different track. So we're doing like what Doom 2016 did with the music being dynamic. The music would change to like match the intensity of the game based on what was going on in the game. So they would use, but it would dynamically flow to the next part of the song. Now, that's a much more complicated system than this, but we're just using this to like change the music track so it's not an abrupt ending in the middle of a track. We're just going to wait till that clip of the song is done so we can transition into the next part. This could be cool if you have multiple music tracks that are kind of the same song but have different, like, you got like a really intense drum beat in one and another one's more mellow, but it's the same tempo, it's the same melody. And you go from like just a normal platforming area and then you walk into like the hardcore platforming area and it gets a little more intense, or there's a boss fight or something. This would let you transition to the new song like when you enter that space or when you interact with that character. So you've walked through a door, speaker component tells the message to like make the transition to a new song or whatever. That's how you do something like this. So we are going to we're actually going to duplicate our music one, so we have everything set up in there already, and we're going to pick a different track. We'll pick Calamari, and this is basically going to have the same setup that uses this relay, but it's going to use a different, I think we'll actually change it to use a different tag. So we're going to switch. We're going to say that this is going to broadcast to specific tags in range, and we're going to say track 1. And This will have track 1 and track 2, because it's just our visual tester. And then this one's going to be just track 1. And then we're going to duplicate it, and it's going to have track 2. And when this one goes off, it's going to send to everybody in range on track 1. Then it disables when we do that A1 message. And this one is going to toggle on. So initial state behavior is going to be false. And then it's going to have the turn on message of A1. But now it's on track 2. So this toggle turns off. This toggle turns on. And oh wait, we needed to duplicate this one. Track 2. Initial state behavior is off, and we give it a turn on message. Everyone in range. Okay, yeah, we need to switch this to use the specific tags in range, and tag is track 1. And this one is specific tags in range, track 2. And then this one has track 2 as a tag. And broadcast to specific tags in range, track 2. Okay, I think that should do it. This might totally mess up because I haven't double checked everything.
Who's to say?
No. I did mess it up because I had it start on play. Play on receive message, event start. Okay. Oh no, it's stuck. Okay, we're gonna save and exit. It's stuck playing the music. Sometimes the streaming freaks out a little bit.
Sometimes.
See you later, Clankers.
Sometimes the streaming freaks me out a little bit.
All right, music stopped. Okay, so track 1 is playing. We're going to make sure that it loops successfully. Oh, it stopped entirely. Because this sends to specific tags in range track 1. And end sends event start. Did I put track 1 on this? I forgot to put track 1 on this. That's what the problem was. Okay, track 1, track 1, track 2, and this should have track 1 and 2 on it. Okay. All right. That should be fine. So this is going to send the event end message to here, and it's going to send event start back, and it'll just keep going back and forth between those until we tell Wizzy the Black to intervene, and then it will switch to track 2. All right, successfully looped. We're going to talk to him. Yes, we're going to change the music. So we should have toggled this one off and toggled this one on. And then it's all the same messages are just going to bounce to track 2 now. It's going to play the song. Okay, it did not successfully play the song. So we did something wrong here. I did something wrong.
No, it was a team effort. We.
All right, so I think I have an idea of what I did wrong, and it might mean that I have to totally redo this. In which case we'll figure it out a different day. So this toggles off with A1, and this toggles on. I think it's because I told this to broadcast to anything. Yeah, it's because I told this to broadcast to the specific message. So we're going to say broadcast type to all event end. So then it'll go to both of these at the same time. And then these relay only to the specific song that they play. And this one should be broadcast to all. So this one ends, and it goes to both of these, but only one of these is going to be on. And it's going to relay either to track 1 or to track 2. That should do it. Let's give it another try. Okay, so we want this to fire up. Okay, loop was successful. Now we have changed which track this is going to fire on. Ah, it worked. Yay. I figured it out. It actually wasn't hard. Now we need to see if this track loops successfully. So we'll see in a second.
All right.
If the flame fires up, that means it looped. Yes. So we could make this totally a loop toggle also. We could have this conversation with Wizzy the Black. Do the toggle message. So if we start with 1 off and 1 on, and then every time we talk to him, it just does a toggle, we could keep switching back and forth effectively. So we say sure. So A1 is actually going to be the toggle message instead of the turn off or turn on message, and then it'll just switch the status. Now this only works with like 2 songs because we're toggling between on and off between the 2. You could make it more complicated with more messages to have more tracks to select from, but we're going to say A1 is the toggle message. A1 is the toggle message, and then it should go back and forth between the 2. So we'll see if it loops. Roxy Miguel is being serious.
They actually created a game called 4 Wolves and a Template, Steve Aoki Game Jam.
Yeah. No, I knew because
Okay.
I saw it in the gallery. I knew they were working on it. Okay, so our loop is working successfully. Should we change the music? Sure. So the next time, it's gonna switch. And then we're gonna see that it loops, and then we're gonna switch it back again. Yeah, they did it for the meme. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm not going to knock that one. Wasn't the Steve Aoki Game Jam, this is definitely not a Steve Aoki game due to copyright issues, wasn't that also Roxy Miguel, or was that somebody else?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Roxy? Care to weigh in? Did you make 2 games for this game jam?
Okay, that's looping successfully, and we're going to switch it back to the first track now. It's a different team, I guess.
Okay.
11 Wolves is 7 too many. That's the next Final Fantasy game, actually.
The name of the next Final Fantasy game is 11 Wolves is 7 too many.
I'm just making fun. I love Final Fantasy, as everybody knows.
I was about to say, Alex, I feel like that could be a Final Fantasy name. And I feel like they would spell it exactly how Mr. Furious X did. And it's saying, instead of too many, it's saying too many. As far as like you're going
it's
to.
it's the number. It's too many. I missed the misspelling, but then I was thinking it would be 2 is like in the squared. It's gonna be super case.
The fun thing
11
is
Wolves is
ways.
squared many. All right, so this is working perfectly. This is exactly like right as we were getting started for the stream. I was like, what are we going to talk about? Because like as much as I love talking about Wizzy stuff, this is the Sandbox stream. It's not the Council or the Wizzy stream specifically. So we talk about Wizzy stuff as far as it relates to being in the Sandbox, but I didn't want to make it all about that. So I'm like, what are we gonna do today? And I'm thinking like Steve Aoki jam, and like it's kind of too late for people to implement a lot of this stuff in their jams since it ends in less than 24 hours. But I was thinking this would be a cool feature for people once they have more music options. People can upload their own tracks.
Very much so.
Yeah, if you could set up something where it transitions the music here smoothly, I think that's pretty sweet. And this is working fine. We can keep on switching this back and forth, and every single time the song ends, it pops over to the next track. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to figure it out and get it working.
I am too. That's super rad. It's fun because I'm currently playing Doom. So as you were giving that explanation, I was just like, hee hee hee.
Doom is a great game. Yeah. All right. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Can you drop that Discord, or wait, I think I might have it actually.
I have it right here.
Okay.
And it's already dropped.
Cool. So if you want to join the Wizzyverse, after this stream is done, meaning like in 10 seconds, I'm going to start closing up invites to that, and everybody who's currently in the Discord will get in the beta role. So pop on over there and join if you can. We got a lot of roles set up for Wizzy holders, so you can start showing off all the stuff you got. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.